Now, as is traditional at all Bobcat football events, eyes to the top of the stadium, your Northeastern Bobcats.
Good evening, coming to you live tonight.
Bobcat Stadium for another night of Friday night.
Test 1, 2, test. Good evening, coming to you live tonight from Northeastern High School. It's Todd Edwards, standing alongside my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. We're here for the Backyard Brawl right here in Manchester, Pennsylvania, Dew.
Yeah, it should be a great game between Northeastern and Central York. As we always say, these teams know each other very well, and they're playing in their backyard. Right now, we're going to call this the Backyard Brawl tonight, because these two teams are very familiar with each other.
They are, and of course, Central York comes in here undefeated with a 4-0 mark. On the opposite side, Northeastern Bobcats are 0-4, looking for their first victory tonight. It could happen. This ball club, Central York, coming in here, averaging 53 points a game through 4 weeks of action, and their defense is just as good, 0.75 points a game, under a point they're giving up a game.
Yeah, Central York football is putting up basketball numbers right now as far as averaging 50-some points a game, and it's going to take Northeastern all they got tonight to slow down that high-octane offense that Central York has.
Exactly, Dude. I think a lot of fans look at Central and think of their offense, but this defense is just as stellar, led by senior Jack Smith.
Yeah, their defense is very stout alongside their offense as well. But right now, we're going to look at the Northeastern Bobcats. They're about to come out the tunnel of the big helmet and give them a round of applause when they come out. I know people are excited to see their team. They haven't got off to a great start this year, but on any given Friday.
And here they come running out onto the field, the Northeastern Bobcats, marching out proudly with the flag and the school colors. They'll wear their all-black jerseys tonight. Central York will be in their all-white jerseys. And as you mentioned, Dude, before the Northeastern team ran out, a lot of graduating players from last year. It's a young team for this Northeastern Bobcat. Of course, they're led by their senior running back, Manny Capo. He's a senior. Keep an eye out for Manny Capo. You remember last year he was a player of the game when we were up here, I believe, against when Northeastern beat Dallastown.
Yeah, I believe that was the game. Manny Capo can go out at any time and have a really, really big game. So keep an eye on him. I think he's number 20. Let's double check
number
that.
Two.
Number two, I'm sorry.
On the program.
For Northeastern Bobcats.
And Manny comes in here with 489 yards rushing here so far in 2020, averaging 122 yards per game. But we're going to be having the national anthem here.
Crosstown rivals, the Central Panthers, coming with a sterling record.
And as you can see, Central Panthers coming from below over there by the school bus, and they're making their way to the field now.
Yeah, this stadium setup, all the bleachers are on one side here at Northeastern, a unique situation. I believe this may be one of the few stadiums in the league that's set up like this here at Northeastern, Dew.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Northeastern just started their football program about 10 to 12 years ago. So,
yeah, they're fairly.
They'll eventually get those other side bleachers up once the program starts to build and get bigger.
Officials now waving them out as they want to get to the coin flip so we can get things rolling.
Yeah, Central York still down in, looks like deep deliberation down there by their buses. While we have a moment, we have some sponsors for tonight's game. Basil Insurance, are you looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs. Located 2010 West Market Street here in York, Pennsylvania. Their contact number, 717-792-6200.
And just to add on that, Greg Basil, who owns the company, his son Nick Basil was also a kicker for Central York last year, put up some big numbers. He's now over at St. Francis, Pennsylvania, and he hasn't had an opportunity to get on the football field yet, but once this COVID-19 stuff clears up, expect to see Nick out there kicking the ball.
No doubt about it. Also, S3 Performance Training. Looking to get in shape or stay in shape? Check out S3 Performance Training. Our season-long sponsors located at the Heritage Hills facility. Check out John Turpak, Ron Johnson, and Michael Cesariano. They're dedicated to fitness, and they can help many student-athletes working on conditioning and speed, strength, and stamina. Look them up on Facebook under S3 Performance Training and on their website.
And speaking of John Turpak, his son Jake Turpak actually plays for Central York as well, number 23 cornerback. Also a lacrosse player, so getting a lot of attention for lacrosse, and he's a two-sport athlete, as a lot of student athletes are now in the county.
Yeah, and also Prestige Motor Cars of York. Are you interested in buying a car? Prestige is the place to go. Luxury for less. Prestige has the best used vehicles under $10,000 in York or Adams County. They're located on Susquehanna Trail. You can contact them at 717-843-4747 and ask for Jesse Ferber.
Yeah, and also Jesse Ferber is also a coach that's in the around the county. And his kids right now play for West York Bulldogs. So really appreciate Jesse Ferber, and he has dynamic cars on his car lot. If anybody get a chance to go out there and check it out, he has the best selection underneath 10,000.
There you go. Hey, and a new sponsor tonight, Angelo's Pizzas and Subs. Good food, fast. They're located right here at 145 Glen Drive, Manchester, Pennsylvania, right down the street here from Bobcat Stadium. You can contact them at 717-384-6615 or visit them online at angelospizzas.com. Wings, subs, homemade rolls, and so much more. And by the way, they're giving away a large pizza, 24 wings, and a 2-liter beverage to the player of the game tonight.
That's a big deal for especially these kids that's going to high school, man. They love pizza, they love their wings, so we really appreciate that. That's Sean Toomey, who also owns Angelo's Pizza and Subs. His son also plays on the football team, and he also plays baseball, one of the star pitchers for Northeastern. And we'll talk a little bit about him during halftime. But
now the captains are meeting at midfield here for Central. It's Bo Perbola, the Penn State commit, the junior, and number 2. For Northeastern, Manny Capo, the senior. As I said, he comes into tonight's game with 484 yards rushing, averaging about 122 rushing yards a game. Keep an eye on number 2 for the Northeastern Bobcats tonight.
And even though Northeastern's not having the season they would like to have, Manny Capo and the rest of the guys are still having some great stats going throughout this year so far. So keep an eye out for number 2, Manny Capo.
Yeah, and there's another player you may want to keep an eye on, too. Caden Hamilton. He's a wide receiver cornerback. Has a Division I offer right now from Valparaiso State, out in Indiana. So, Caden Hamilton's another player to keep an eye on here. He's number 1 for Northeastern.
Opted to defer to the second half, so the Bobcats will get the ball first with the Panthers kicking off. So that sets the stage for tonight's matchup.
Head coach for Northeastern, John Skapansky, a bit of a rebuilding year here for this team.
Before the start of all great American sporting events, would you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. On behalf of the Northeastern School District, Superintendent Dr. Stacy Seidel and the Athletic Director Brian Stevens, we welcome you to another Friday night under the lights here at Bobcat Stadium. For tonight's big matchup.
Tight space here in the press box booth. How about it here at Northeastern, do?
Yeah, it's a tight box up here, but it's a great view as well.
High view.
And, has been completed. The Bobcats will receive and get the ball first as we close in on our start time here. Welcome everybody here. Thank you for coming out on a nice, cool fall evening here at Bobcat Stadium.
And we are seconds away from kickoff here, Dew. We'll give the viewers some scores from around the league as well. Other games taking place.
Also want to tell the fans that's watching tonight on TV, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and like and share this from my page, from Sports Shooting Stars page, also White Rose Community Television, and also Dude Jones page. So if you're online, you can check it out online, and please share this live feed.
Live feed. And by the way, other games taking place tonight. Dallastown travels to Spring Grove. Red Lions on the road at Dover. And Southwestern visits the York High Bearcats tonight in Division I play. In Division II action, York Suburban visits Gettysburg. Kennerdale visits West York. Division III action, Fairfield's at Delone Catholic. Delone Catholic 4-0. Hanover visits York Catholic. By the way, York Catholic is 4-0. Those two teams looking possibly for a showdown here in the upcoming weeks in YAIAA. And I'm not sure if the fans can hear it at home, but Central trying to bring some energy of their own here. No fans from the Central sideline, and a smattering of Northeastern fans here tonight.
I want to tell the fans that's also watching on YouTube on the live feed, go ahead and comment. Let's keep it clean and classy, and we like to engage with people on the comments as well. So let's go and have a great game, and let's wish both these ball clubs a safe, healthy, and interactive and very entertaining game.
No doubt, as Cole Luckenball gets ready to kick the ball off to Northeastern. And we're off and running here at Bobcat Stadium. Taken by Caden Hamilton, looking for some extra running room past the 30-yard line. And Caden Hamilton was a player, I mentioned just a few moments ago, has a Division I scholarship offer. He'll be a player to watch here for the Bobcats tonight.
That's where the Bobcats will set up to start tonight's matchup. 1st and 10 Bobcats.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Ball on the 35-yard line. And the Bobcats are led by senior quarterback Dalton Moyer, number 7, 5'10", 160 pounds. Looking to pass the ball to Caden Hamilton, and it's complete. And a couple yards there.
That's a nice tackle for number 19 for Central York, Victor Pena.
A senior for Central, Victor Pena. Also plays wide receiver on the offensive side for Central. Central again in their all-white jerseys in this backyard brawl here on Sports Shooting Stars. Stu Jones, Todd Edwards, along with our camera operator Belinda Morales. It's football weather. How about it, Du?
Absolutely. It's nice and brisk out tonight.
And
looks like there's some movement going on.
A timeout called by the Bobcats and head coach John Fancy early in this game, too.
Yeah, I believe they had too many players on the field, and he called a timeout before the referees had an opportunity to call that flag. But Central York is saying they already broke the huddle, and that should be a penalty against Northeastern.
We've got 11-17 here in the opening quarter. Of course, we mentioned earlier the Central Ball Club comes into this game averaging 53 points. And, boy, you just wonder if there's a team in YAIAA that can slow them down. And tonight is an opportunity for Northeastern to do this.
Well, that's the thing.
Home turf.
Well, that's the thing about Central York. They get a lot of praise for their offense, but you got to look at their defense. The defense have shut out every team from scoring a touchdown on them. Southwestern had an opportunity to kick a field goal to have 3 points against them, but their defense is pretty stout, and they're second to none in the Division I race right now.
There we go. Jacob Moyer looking for end around past the.
And that's attacked by Jack Smith. We mentioned Jack Smith earlier. And really I believe Jack Smith got an offer from Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart University out of Connecticut. He did get an all-scholarship opportunity.
Jack Smith is also a two-sport player. He also plays basketball, and expect to see him out there on that field. On the basketball court this year when football season is over.
Jack Smith, number 9, the middle linebacker for.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Jack Smith is also a part of the National Honor Society.
A student athlete in the option, and this is the pitch back.
And that's something that Northeastern doesn't want to do. You play against a team like Central York who can put up a lot of quick points. You got to play almost mistake-free football, and you can't give away mistakes like that in the first quarter if you plan on being this game at the end of the game.
And this brings out the punting unit now for Northeastern. Senior Saab Jemanovic.
First quarter.
The senior punter and kicker for the Bobcats is in. Just over 10 minutes here in the opening quarter.
And that's a fun. That's
And
a
it must
fun
have.
snap.
And inside the 5-yard line. Not exactly the way Northeastern wanted to start this game. A fumble snap.
And that's a big time hit from Raquel DeWitt, number 17 for Central York.
And also a running back. He gets some playing time in as a running back, and this sets up this Central York Panthers offense just the way they would like it here, do inside the 5-yard line.
And we just mentioned not too long ago, Todd, about the defense that Central York brings, and as you can see, a result of that, they have the ball at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line. Bo rolls to his right, and an easy pitch and catch. Touchdown, Central.
And I don't know if that was a blown assignment from Northeastern or they just wasn't in the right defense, but number 20, Hines Parker was wide open.
It was a 3-yard touchdown reception for Parker Hines. Kicker's on Cole Luckenball. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. With your score, Central York 7, Northeastern 0. With 9:51 to go here in the first quarter with Sports Shooting Stars.
Like that, 9:51 to play, opening quarter, and the Panthers on one play get on the board. 7-0 you score.
Well, looking to keep pace to this Central offense, trying to keep up with their 53 points here, and so far they may be well on their way tonight.
With only 3 minutes into the game, Central already has a score off of one offensive play. So that just, I hope that's not vindictive of what's going to happen for the rest of the game. And playing against a team like Central, you know what they have on the offensive side. When the offense gets the ball for Northeastern, you would expect them to do maybe some trick plays or some things that Central's not used to seeing, just to keep them on their toes.
Cole Luckenball with a strong kick, and that's going to end up
all the way to the end zone.
A touchback.
And now go through the end zone for a touchback, so the Bobcats will take the ball.
And Cole Luckenball also has two older brothers that came out of Central York that was also soccer players, and they also played for the football team as a kicker.
And the Central York defense back on the field here for their second defensive series.
And you can feel that wind tonight, Todd, really picking up. I mean, if you can look at the flag and look at the wind out here, I mean, it's really picking up. So it just makes you wonder how much they're going to throw the ball tonight. Didn't see Manny Capo get the ball at all last series, so expect to see him to get the ball on this series here.
Yep. Single setback, and they give to Manny Capo. And all over.
Capo nowhere as he ends up ending as soon as he gets the ball and drew backwards for a loss. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12.
And Seth Griffins, he snuffed that one out. Seth Griffins actually was the defensive player of the year defensive player of the week last week. So, expect him to be all around the ball. Number 7, keep an eye on him. He's the fire and energy on that defensive line for Central York.
Brings up a 2nd and 12 now for the Bobcat offense here. Ball on their 18-yard line with just over 9 minutes to go here. And another running play. Manny Capo with a couple positive yards there. It'll bring up a 3rd down now for the Bobcats at 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line. Bobcats are led by their junior quarterback, Dalton Moyer again. Dalton Moyer, a junior. Passing down here. Oh, it almost hicked off. By number 19, Victor Pena.
Yeah,
calling his name, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that was a quick 3 and out for Northeastern after that mixed fumble, almost fumble on the first drive. I mean, they're not off to a really good start right now.
Not exactly the way they wanted to start tonight. They come into this game 0-4 and playing this offensive juggernaut that is Central.
And any way you look at it, it looks like Central York's going to have good field position. They have Jamar Simpson back there, transfer from Dallastown, very fast with the ball. Very nimble as well.
Bounces, and it takes a Northeastern bounce. Picks the ball up at his 40.
And
ran out of bounds.
On the 42. We'll see how they'll mark it. So the Panthers now with their second possession of the game.
Sets up this Central offense.
8:13 to play in the opening 20. They lead 7-0.
Yeah, we want to appreciate all the fans that's checking out the game tonight. We have one of our youngest fans checking out the game tonight, and that's Joey Cesarano. He's watching with his mom at home, Jenny. We want to give a big shout out to Joey for checking us out. His father's also the defensive coordinator for Central York.
Okay.
Michael Cesarano. So thanks for tuning in again, Joey. We appreciate all your support.
Welcome
man.
aboard. Yeah, this Friday night. Flag down on the play.
And encroachment against the Bobcat defense.
Encroachment on the Bobcats. It's a 5-yard penalty. Bo Perbola back in shotgun formation. A running play. And nice hit there, taking down Isaiah Sturgis. And a hard hit by the Bobcat defenders.
With a big hit for the Bobcats. Sturgis, the running back for the Panthers.
And that hit was from number 21, Brenyan Moore.
And another running play right now. Picks up a first down for Central.
It looks like Central's in a hurry-up offense. They're not wasting any time getting back to the line.
They're keeping their foot on the pedal here. It's a hurry-up style offense. Swing-out patterning caught by number 8, Isaiah Sturgis.
And follows the ball, but pulls it in immediately met by Moyer.
Something new we're seeing from this Central York offense with more of a hurry-up style offense tonight.
And that was a big-time hit from Alex Tejada, number 40 for Northeastern.
They're laying some hits out there on the defensive side of the ball there, Bobcats. Central up 7-0 right now in this backyard brawl here in Manchester, Pennsylvania. We thank you for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars.
Looks like Central York is going to maybe call a timeout, or is there a penalty on the play?
Against the Panthers.
Penalty against Central.
5-yard penalty.
Takes them back 5 yards.
Bringing up a second down at 15. We're just over 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Second down and 15.
Bo back in shotgun formation.
Bo Pervillo on the rollout.
Rolling to his left, looking to throw the ball downfield, and connects to number 11, Taylor Wright Rawls.
And Taylor Wright Rawls is a deep threat anywhere, anytime he gets the ball thrown to him. I mean, he can pick up a lot of yak yards, or he can catch the long ball. So keep an eye on number 11, Taylor Wright Rawls.
And another player for Central that's getting some Division I looks too.
Absolutely. Taylor Wright Rawls is also one of those players that play both sports, basketball and football. Could run track if he wanted to.
29-yard line for a first down.
It gives to Isaiah Sturgis right up the middle inside the 25-yard line.
Looks like there's some extracurricular activity going on after that run.
Sturgis up the middle for the first down.
And both sides are very vocal tonight. You can hear them yelling at each other on both sides. So, I mean, as we said again, a lot of these kids play sports growing up, and this happened when they went to high school to go to Central or go to Northeastern.
And some of the fans here at Northeastern are rather vocal. We're hearing that. Bo under some pressure here, looking to roll out of the pocket inside the 25, inside the 20, and out of bounds. If Bo can't beat you with his arm, he can beat you with his legs. I mean, I was reading earlier this week, 4.6 in the 40, his speed. He's got some quickness there for the 6'3".
And Bo does a really good job of rolling out and creating space by using his legs. I see him pass the ball more this year.
Give to Isaiah
similar to
Sturgis
his brother, Cade Pervillo, who put up a lot of big numbers for Central York while he was there.
And Cade's currently at University of Delaware.
Yes, sir.
Bo Perbola has been mentioned and compared to, he's committed to Penn State, and James Franklin's compared him to another Trace McSorley.
Yeah, they have very close similarities. Big bodies, can run real fast, and smart IQ as well.
Drops back, and Caden Hamilton off the edge here, and the ball completed inside the 10-yard line under pressure. Bo delivers it.
And that's a great pass to number 13.
It's Kyle Fontes. We've talked about him, a Bucknell commit.
Yes, sir.
Division
They
I
play
tight
in the
end.
Patriot League against Ivy League schools.
It's a first down for Central. Under 6 minutes to go. Bo looking to roll to his left. Receivers are covered. Oh, and caught off a tip.
Nice
Touchdown.
play.
Taylor Wright Rawls.
And that's a great job for Taylor Wright Rawls, keeping his eyes on the ball despite the ball being deflected.
No doubt about it.
Touchdown.
An impressive play.
Central's up right now, 13-0, with 5 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Cole looking ball on for the point after attempt. Snap this out and a flagged out. May have been some movement along the line here, Will. Encroachment on Northeastern.
Which brings Central York even closer for this extra point attempt.
I have to notice when we're standing high atop the press box here today. Want to point out another player here along the offensive line. Left tackle Josh Gaffney, 6'4", 310-pound commit, going to the University of Albany. And he a big kid standing atop here, the press box you can see. Kick is up and good.
And the
Gives
University
Central
of
York
Albany
four.
is also where Antonio Rizzuto,
plays
another
basketball.
Northeastern graduate, came from.
I believe there's a total of 6 players here due on the Central York team that have Division I commitments or offers on the table.
And yeah, just so people will know, that's one of the reasons why we started Sports Shooting Stars. There was so many student athletes getting that Division II, Division I honors and getting that recognition that we want to show it off around our way and give them more exposure so there could be more players that can go on to Division I as well. So, shout out to those guys working really hard, all the student athletes out there that's doing what they need to do. This program is for y'all.
To the student athletes and also to the fans that tune in. I mean, I saw the reviews last week with our game. Over 8,000 views due.
Absolutely.
For the new Oxford game when we were there at York Suburban.
It was a really good game.
Phenomenal support, from the student athletes and the fans at home. We appreciate your support. And Cole kicking the ball off here to Northeastern.
Robinson on the return. Wrestled down, shy of the 20-yard line.
Still Robinson with the return. The 5'10" senior.
With the tackle.
In Northeastern right now, they can't get down on themselves too much. They got to take every play as an opportunity to put the ball down the field. You can't go real deep on Central York, so just keep chipping away 10 yards at a time, get your first down, and keep driving the ball down the field. They can't shoot themselves in the foot with with penalties. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, looks like there's a quarterback change for Northeastern. Number 14's in right now.
Number 14, that's Nate Toomey, a junior, 6-foot junior,
with
and
the
a pitch out to Manny Capo, and Central defense all over that play,
And I wonder why the QB switch out right now, but that's a kid that we were talking about earlier.
Capo tries to go on the short side.
Nate Toomey, as far as being a baseball player as well, his father actually owns Angelo's Pizza and Subs.
Pizza and Subs, and
one of our sponsors for the night.
A new sponsor, by the way, for Sports Shooting Stars, and welcome them aboard. This food talk has us hungry again.
I mean, pizza high school students just go hand in hand.
Oh, yeah. And after tonight's game, someone's going to work up an appetite, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Well, we know that Nate Toomey is a big-time pitcher. Let's see how he throws the ball back there. Nate
looking to throw the ball downfield and just had to unload it.
Big-time pressure coming from Central York as Gaffney and the committee was there to go ahead and put some pressure on Nate.
Yeah, again, Josh Gaffney, for our fans that are watching at home, number 73 in your program, plays left tackle for the Central Ball Club, but along the defensive line as well. Quite a presence out there on the field.
I mean, just imagine a guy that big going after you.
And being able to move.
Yeah, exactly.
It used to be years ago you lumbered through when you were that big. Now these kids are that big but can move and are quick. It's a credit to their training. Back in shotgun formation for Northeastern, Nate Toomey looking to throw the ball. Intercepted by number 11, Taylor Wright Rawls, and he's looking to take it to the house.
Absolutely, and he will.
And he's gone inside The 5 touchdown, Taylor Wright Rawls. And just like that, Central York is up by 3 scores with 4:19 to go in the first quarter.
4 Panther touchdowns.
And as we said earlier, Central's defense is big time.
There is a flag, I see.
There may be a block in the back. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see.
We're awaiting word here. Plenty of social distancing going on here at Northeastern here with the fans. Looking down here.
Not sure what the call is right now, Todd. I think it may be unsportsmanlike.
Panthers hit with an unsportsmanlike penalty, but the touchdown will count.
So it happened after the interception, and
maybe too much celebrating. Taylor Wright Rawls actually almost ran to the gates over there after the touchdown. I mean, he still had a lot of energy inside him just to even keep going. So, you know, he maybe just didn't know when to turn off the brakes.
His second touchdown tonight.
Yeah, Taylor doesn't. It doesn't take long for Taylor to light up. He had one game. We had 4 touchdowns, I believe.
Correct.
So.
We did in the game with Redline, our season opener, when we were over at Central.
There's a lot of fans right now in the live feed saying, "Hey, good job, Taylor." Joe Rawls said, "That's my boy." I believe that's Taylor's uncle. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Dawn Hoff. Angel Rawls Bannister, also one of Taylor Wright Rawls. I believe that's his aunt.
His fan club tuned in tonight here at the Sports Shooting Stars, and we welcome you.
We got Ed Bender watching from Clearwater.
A little warmer, Florida. I'm sure, down in Clearwater, Florida. How about it? Cole Luckenball out for his 3rd point after attempt. He may get a lot of work tonight here with the point after attempts.
Well, that's the same thing as last year with Nick Basil. He had an opportunity to kick the ball at least 5 to 10 times a game with Central York, and that's what Cole Luckenball is fortunate to do this season as well.
Offside is called on the Bobcats. $4:19 to go here in the first quarter, dude.
And Cole Luckenball's mom is watching right now, Lisa Luckenball. So she's very familiar with watching her sons kick the ball and play soccer and always out there playing sports. So thanks for tuning in, Lisa.
They're going to go for 2 now.
They're now they pulled the kicking team off. They're looking to go for a 2-point conversion here after the penalty, offside penalty. Bo back in shotgun formation and right up the middle to. And the 2 points due.
Right now, with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, it's already 22-0. Central York is leading very easily right now, Ty.
They're making it look easy tonight.
The 2-point conversion is good. So that'll make it 22-0.
Your score, Central York 22, Northeastern 0.
Number 12.
I'm going to give a shout-out to a couple of our fans that's watching tonight. Dana Becker, how's it going, Dana? Her son out there plays as well. Give a shout-out to also Corey Richard. His son was playing basketball for Central York last year.
Dude, you're on top of it. You've done your homework here tonight. I mean,
yeah, I know a little bit about Central, so I have some knowledge on them.
So the unsportsmanlike penalty that was against the Panthers now being assessed. So their kickoff will go the whole way back to the 25-yard line.
There you go. An unsportsmanlike penalty called against Central. The ball will be kicked off from their 25-yard line. We'll see if Cole can kick it in the end zone on this one. Down at about the 25. That was number 5, Dursel Robinson.
34-yard line, so now the Bobcats will have the ball first and 10 at that spot.
And it will be Bobcats' possession here. With 4:12 to go here in the first quarter, due.
With the tackle for the Panthers.
Hope to get some scores from around the league here, Do. I'll have to hear when we have a moment.
Quarterback for the Bobcats.
Dalton Moyer back in at the quarterback, Do.
And they switched quarterbacks yet again.
Some pounding going on down there.
Capone with the carry right up the middle for a couple hard-earned yards, and a host of Panther defenders there dragging down.
Give a shout out to Dana Becker's son, Logan Becker, number 66 for Central York. Mom's tuning in tonight. I know a lot of parents would be here if they could, but, you know, this is the next best thing as far as us being here and providing this coverage.
No doubt. Hey, scores around the league. York Catholic 21, Hanover 0. Kennerdale up over West York 14-0. Littlestown 12, Biglerville 0. Red Lion 22, Dover 6, and DeLone Catholic over Fairfield 14-0. Back to action here. Give to Manny Capot, and not much going there. Trying to get Manny Capot into the game here, and there's not been a lot of positive yards for Manny tonight against this stellar defense of Central.
Yeah, Central right now, they're loaded on the front end, and also their linebackers all the way to the secondary. We'll give a shout out to number 9, Jack Smith. Today's his birthday. Big 18 for Jack Smith.
Turning legal today, huh?
Absolutely,
18.
absolutely. So expect
He's
him to
old
be
enough
all
to
over.
vote.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
right?
he may vote. I
He
believe he will
may.
vote. Probably one of the first things you do when you turn 18,
I'm
right?
Sure, yeah. That and selective service. How about it, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, and another pick, another interception.
And that's Victor Pena, and he's been all over the ball the whole time.
And he's looking. Ooh, brought down hard by number 33, Burnham Jackson. Brought him down. Second interception by the Bobcat.
Yeah.
Offense.
Right now, the Bobcats are moving in the wrong direction going against Central York.
Going forward with 2 picks right now, this Northeastern Bobcat. And not exactly what you want to see if you're a Bobcat fan, seeing this Central York offense back on the field.
Another quick shout out to Eric Grimm. He's watching from Rapid City, South Dakota. So shout out to Eric Grimm. Thanks for tuning in and watching our Sportcast.
Welcome aboard from Midwest part of the country.
Hines taken down by Robinson.
And that's a good thing about Central. They get out to these quick leads, and it gets a lot of the players rest, and it gets other players to come in and also get an opportunity to make some plays.
Well, and I think that's one thing you have to point out, too, when they're getting these big leads, they're allowing to get some of their reserve players in and giving them valuable playing time as early in the season here. We're in week 5.
Gives Bo Perbula an opportunity to work the ball around to everyone.
And a running play, and plenty of running room there, wide open. Number 12, he slipped through. Number 12 is not on our program roster,
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's not Sturgis, but that may be Mir Menegal. Mir Menegal is back on the team for Central York. Didn't play in the first couple of games, but he's getting an opportunity to go back out there now. Mir Menegal is one of those guys.
Gold is back with the team, right?
Yeah, lightning quick, has great field vision when he has the ball, so expect him to do big things for Central York.
He had scored the 2-point conversion, but we're back to action here. Bo looking to lift. And a touchdown by Kyle Fontes. And just like that, Central is up big over the Bobcats.
They might have to start the running clock sometime in here in the second quarter if this gets any worse.
Yeah, and right now, I want to remind the fans, there's a minute 27 left on the clock here. Point pending. Cool looking ball. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. With your score, Central York 29, Northeastern 0.
Central hasn't missed a beat. They're off to a hot start again, and they're on pace to hit that 50 mark that they averaged so far in Division I.
And well on their way to obtaining .75 in 4 games scored defensively. It's incredible. And you wonder, looking ahead, of course, next week this Central York team will return home to play host to the Dallastown Wildcats. Do you think there'll be much competition provided by Dallastown for Central next week, looking ahead a bit?
It'd be very tough to stop Central right now. I don't want to discredit Dallastown, what they bring to the table, but, to stop Central right now, I think the only team that can stop them is Central right now. So, as long as they're playing on all cylinders like they are right now, that they should be doing very fine for the rest of the season.
And getting ready for districts at this point, they look district
Which could be very
worthy.
interesting, have an opportunity to maybe play York High for the first round of districts. So that could be, a very, very interesting game.
And the districts do start on Halloween Eve, October 30th. And these two teams, York High and Central, are scheduled to play that Friday night to close out the season. But again, we want to remind our fans that the districts start that night. And I have a strong belief that the Central York Ball Club is going to be district worthy.
23-yard line.
If you're Coach John Skapansky for Northeastern, what are you telling your team right now in the huddle there on the sideline?
Just to stay engaged. You got to tell the guys one play at a time. You want to make it respectable. You don't want to give up because, in sports, you're never supposed to give up. Play into the whistle and just keep playing, and limit your mistakes. Right now, Northeastern's not helping herself at all with some of their mental mistakes that they're having and some of the fumbles and, missed snaps. We also got someone tuning in from Germany right now, Todd. So shout out to one of our Germany viewers.
Not just domestically, but worldwide viewership, here with Sports Shooting Stars. Again, welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
And just to confirm from Todd Bowers, that was Amir Manigault, number 12 for Central York. It is great to see him back on the field. Like I said, he's a lightning fast player. Great field vision.
And if I remember last year, he was one of the co-player of the games for us.
As a sophomore.
Season, as a sophomore, yeah. And we appreciate the help from some of the viewers. We mentioned earlier, he is not on the roster.
But he's on that field making plays.
He's on the field making plays, no doubt about it. Loaded backfield for Northeastern. And not much going. A fumble there, and it looks like it was recovered by Central.
And I think that's
by Judah Toom.
Judah Toom, he picked up that fumble, number 4. Judah Toom is a guy we haven't mentioned as of yet, but it's only the first quarter. He's a guy that can get the ball and do big things with the ball as well. So shout out to Judah.
And another player being considered for Division I interest. Exactly. 37 seconds to go here in the first quarter, fans. Central York 29, Northeastern 0. And they're looking for more right now, this Central offense. Bo back in shotgun formation. The pitch out to number 4.
And that's Judah Toom.
Judah Toom in for the score.
Almost untouched as he went in for that score.
And it certainly silences this crowd here at Bobcat Stadium.
But a penalty on the play, holding against the Panthers, will bring that one back.
There is a penalty on that play. The touchdown's going to be negated there on the penalty.
Well, Judah won't be denied. I'm pretty sure if he gets the ball again, he's going to go ahead and do what he needs to do to make sure he gets in that touch zone again, in that end zone again.
Ball will be set up at the 25-yard line of Northeastern. Bo shotgun formation.
And that's a run by Bo.
And that's a quarterback keeper by Bo inside the 10 looking to score. Touchdown, Bo Perbola.
Into the end zone.
And that's 2 plays in a row where Central went out at least 30 yards and went in virtually untouched.
Showed some of that 4.6 speed there in the 40 on that run. And
23 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
And this game is getting lopsided very fast. I mean, you would think it's almost third or fourth quarter, but we're still sitting in the first quarter.
Yeah, we want to remind the fans there's still 23 seconds left here in the first quarter as Cole Luckenball's out for the point after high snap. And put down and up and good.
And that's something that I don't like to see. And, I like to point that out sometimes when I do see it. There was no effort from Northeastern right there when that was a high snap. Because they had an opportunity to get in there and maybe make a fumble or cause a deflection. But nobody from Northeastern even moved when the ball was snapped. I'm kind of surprised that happened.
And number 3, Keenan Stroman brought it down for Cole to kick it through. And right now your score, Central York 36, Northeastern 0.
I mean, when you're down this big in a game like that, I understand, these are young guys and, you just sometimes start to phase out, but you want to make sure that you got prepared for blowouts and also big wins. So you got to keep the guys engaged and they got to keep themselves fired up. Even though that's tough to do with being down 36-0 in the first quarter, but, it's a team sport. You guys got to stay engaged.
Back for Northeastern here, it'll be Caden Hamilton, number 1, and number 5, Robinson Gerzil.
Caden Hamilton is also a two-sport player.
And drops the ball, picks the ball up at this 10, 15, 20. Up to about the 25-yard line. Caden Hamilton, a senior as a Division I scholarship opportunity for him.
I believe his brother also plays soccer and got a Division I or II offer. And he's in college right now, Caden Hamilton. Brother, his older brother.
Bobcat Marching Band will be putting on a halftime performance coming up. First time this year.
Bobcat offense back on the field, looking to get some positive plays and positive yardage here tonight. A passing situation and off and running. And there's some positive yards due.
And sometimes you got to improvise, and that's what number 7, Northeastern's quarterback, did just now. He didn't see anything open, improvised, and got some yardage and got a first down for Northeastern, which is positive for them right now.
Dalton Moyer, and I believe, that may have been the first down for this Northeastern Bobcat. And it is the end of the first quarter with your score. Central York 36, Northeastern 0.
Which ends of the field, and we'll be back for the second quarter of tonight's matchup.
While we have a commercial break, we'd like to give a shout out to some of our sponsors tonight's game. Basil Insurance. Are you looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs. You can contact them at 717-792-6200. Also, S3 Performance Training. Are you looking to get in shape or stay in shape? Maybe lose the beer gut? Check out S3 Performance Training. Our season-long sponsors located at the Heritage Hills facility with John Turback, Ron Johnson, and Michael Cesariano. Also, Prestige Motor Cars of York. Interested in buying a car? Prestige is the place to go. Luxury for less. Prestige has the best used vehicles under $10,000 in York, Adams County. Reach out to Jesse Ferber at 717-843-4747.
Also, want to give a shout out to our camera person tonight, Belinda Morales, doing our game yet again. It must be game 91, 92 for you, but we really appreciate your effort and everything you do for us. And there's another fumble for Northeastern.
And if we're back to action here.
And if I'm not mistaken, unofficially, I think that maybe 3 to 4 fumbles by Northeastern so far.
Some turnovers here. And also, Angelo's Pizza and Subs, we do want to make mention of. New sponsor for tonight, not too far from Bobcat Stadium here. How about it, dude?
Hey, if you're watching the game tonight, looking for some food, call Angelo's Pizza and Sub.
I'm sure they deliver, and maybe even the post-game crowd will go there after the game if they're open Friday night.
Yeah, we get food from there all the time. I mean, I really love their pizza and their wings. Not to mention the player of the game is going to get a family pack deal.
Some wings,
wings, pizza, all for free.
Oh, Moyer looking to throw the ball tipped.
And the pass over the middle intended for Vernon, incomplete.
An incomplete pass. Bring up a 3rd down and 20. Ball on the 27-yard line.
And you just wonder about this Central York program. Their freshman team just had a game early this week, and they won 72-0. So, putting up basketball numbers on the football stage is something else, and that's what this varsity's been doing as well.
I have a feeling the Central York Ball Club's going to be good for a lot of years to come.
They're in good hands.
Yeah, no doubt about it, with results like what you're saying here, dude, on tonight's broadcast. Dalton Moyer looking to run out of the pocket, deliver the ball, and picked off. by number 16. Looks like Trey Smith with the interception, the junior, 6'1" junior.
Trayshawn Smith, a transfer from York High, number 16, junior, came over making his presence felt for the Central York Ball Club. Fit in very well with this team that was already loaded and stacked, and he's getting some crucial playing time and being out there and being effective.
And the Central York offense back on the field tonight here. Ball set up at the 40-yard line of Northeastern with 11:02 to go here. And it looks like a penalty will be called. Encroachment on number 30, Robert Maldonado.
And Central been in cruise control since the beginning of this game. I mean, they had the ball in great field position, and not to mention their defense. Their defense has caused some havoc for Northeastern right now.
To a two-man motion. And they give it to Judah inside the 30, 25, down the left sideline, inside the 20, 15. Touchdown, Judah Toom. And there you go.
And that's
35-yard touchdown.
That's
run.
about a 35-yard scamper all the way to the end zone. That's the second time we've seen Judah get the ball and virtually go untouched again. I mean, he has lightning quick speed.
Just amazing the performance here by this Central York Ball Club, do. And you wonder, I mean, in terms of competition, this Central York Ball Club may not face any until they get into districts.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. I mean,
that's the reality.
They were rolling like this last year, going 10-0 and winning the division for YIAA. And that's Cole Luckenball with another extra point kick.
For Cole Luckenball, we mentioned it. He's got to get a lot of work tonight, too. Your score, Central York 43, Northeastern 0 with 10:53 to go. And it looks as if there's an injured Bobcat down on the field at about the 5-yard line. Training staff's going to come out and tend to him.
And this is one of those games for Central York where they can work on all phases of their game. I mean, if they get an opportunity to even kick a field goal, I can see Cole Luckenball going out there kicking a field goal and just working on those type of things, because you don't often see high school teams kick field goals. But once you get to that district play, that's definitely going to be key if you can kick the ball.
And right now, coming into tonight's game, Central was ranked number 2 in 6A. Of course, Central Dauphin number 1, and number 3, York High.
Yep, York High. And then you also got to look out for Harrisburg. I don't think they have an opportunity to play this year in the district because they got out to a late start. But they have if they can get 2 to 3 more opponents within the next, I think, 2 weeks, they'll have an opportunity to make it to the districts.
Well, in Harrisburg, if you remember last season, Harrisburg had the magic to defeat this Central York Ball Club last year.
I just want to key on what's going on right now. I think one of the Northeastern players are down. I think he's hurt.
5-yard line. The training staff, as I mentioned, along with head coach John Skapansky for Northeastern out. From our vantage point, it looks like that's number 30. Robert Maldonado.
Wishing him the best. Like he's on his feet right now.
On his feet.
And the fans and also both teams are cheering right now and clapping that he's back on his feet.
A good sign to see. And it looks like actually it was number 40, Alex Tejada. And Central York looking to kick the ball off here. Cole Luckenball with 10:53 to go. Central 43, Northeastern 0. The kick is up. And Caden.
And that's again, that happens again with Northeastern.
Maybe a case of looking upfield before catching the ball and looking to break outside and makes something out of nothing there. A nice run there by Caden Hamilton, number 1, the senior for Northeastern.
And that was a good rundown for number 17, Raquel DeWitt. But sometimes on those punt returns or kick returns, when you fumble it or you have those missteps, it sometimes gives you an opportunity to make a big play. And it looks like Caden Hamilton almost had an opportunity to make a big play until he was ran down.
You can see why he has a Division I scholarship to Valparaiso State. And the Bobcat offense out on the field, led by their quarterback now, Nate Toomey, number 14, in shotgun formation.
It looks like Northeastern switching out their quarterbacks every other series. Now Nate Toomey's back there, and that's another fumble snap.
And ball rolling around, and it looks like Central may have it. They're indicating the player. And Central has the turnover. Another fumble, dude.
And you have to almost put that fumble that time for Northeastern on the center, because the ball never even got to Nate Toomey to give him an opportunity to make a pass or make a play. So, there was some miscommunication going on. And you wonder if that happens sometimes when you're switching out quarterbacks every other series.
Yeah, and they're not familiar with the handling from the center and the exchange. And
right now I got an update from Anthony Vieira, York High 30, Southwestern 0, with 10 minutes to go in the second half. Appreciate that, Anthony. Thank you.
Thank you. And right now, Central York 43, Northeastern 0, and they're looking for more Central York. The give to Isaiah Sturgis.
And Isaiah Sturgis, he plays more like a fullback. He has running back speed, but he can hit you and keep going. I mean, he's very stout, very hard player. Also works at Chick-fil-A. So, shout out to these student athletes that also do it in the classroom, on the field, and also, make some money on the side as far as having a job.
Ball set up on the 17-yard.
These are well-rounded young men on both sides of the ball.
Give to Amir. Back to Isaiah Sturgis, looking to break outside, inside the 10, down to about the. And
it looks like
fumble.
Isaiah Sturgis causes a fumble.
Sturgis around the left side.
Little uncharacteristic for Sturgis to give the ball up, but things happen in the game, and I'm pretty sure he can bounce back from that. But that gives Northeastern an opportunity to make some noise and possibly bring the ball down the field and make something happen. They have a long field to go. They have about 85 yards to go.
The ball's on their own 8-yard line with 9:53 to go.
9:53 to play in the half.
Let's see if Northeastern can turn this into a positive series and a possible scoring series for this Bobcat offense. Timeout, Northeastern.
And people that's tuning in and watching tonight, this is obviously one of the down years for Northeastern, but they're still a good program. They're a small program, but their soccer team is off to a great start. Their volleyball team routinely wins state championships, coached by tip my tongue, I can't think of Nate's dad.
I'm trying to help you out. Nate Wilson.
Nate Wilson, there he is. Yeah, Coach
go.
Wilson. I'm sorry, Nate Wilson.
Yep.
It was also over at Ohio State now, where his dad went to Ohio State, and that's where Nate Wilson's at now.
He's playing volleyball there. Remember, he was a
absolutely
basketball player as well here for Northeastern.
But yeah, as we said again, Northeastern and Central, they routinely win volleyball state championships, district championships. So, these teams are very, very good the whole way around. They have different ball clubs that play very hard. But right now, in this football game, you can see that Central York is dominating this game.
Reminder, fans, we'll be back next week for another exciting telecast. Shotgun formation.
Very nice timing pattern.
And a completion there to number 11 for Nando Flores.
That was Nate Toomey with that pass right there. He was also a pitcher for Northeastern, but that was a very nice timing pattern connecting with his wide receiver.
Shot in the first half.
And second down and 2 now for the Bobcat offense.
Pick up 8 yards off that play.
And Nate Toomey back in shotgun formation for Northeastern. and give to Manny Capo, looking for some positive running yards. And that's a first down for.
And that's their second first down of the game, and that's kind of hard to believe right now. But that's still positive yards for Northeastern. That's what they need to piggyback on and keep pushing for those first downs.
So next week, it may be a busy broadcast schedule for us. How about it? Maybe a game on Friday and Saturday of next week, potentially? Maybe?
Potentially be a game. We may be up in New Oxford versus Gettysburg. Which
battle of undefeateds.
Possibly a battle of undefeateds, and then right back at it with Northeastern and York High.
And a pitch out to number 5, Jercel Robinson.
With the reception, giving that down to the 25-yard line.
And that's Jercel Robinson with the catch. The 5'10 senior. Looks like Nate Toomey's starting to get some rhythm with some of his wide receivers, and they're starting to put the ball down the field a little bit, and that's what they need, positive yards and positive plays.
Bobcat offense here, 2nd and 5, and a running play and tripped up.
With the handoff.
Manny was tripped up on that play. Manny Capo, number 2.
Looks like Capo had full steam going ahead, but tripped up over his own feet. He could have got some yards off that play there.
It'll be a 3rd down and 5 for Northeastern.
And as we said again, Capo's one of those guys. Manny's one of those guys who can get the ball and you can score on any point on the field. So you got to keep an eye on him no matter what the score is. You don't want Manny to have a great game. So he's always keyed on every single game.
He's Northeastern's all-time leading rusher. Did you know that? Completed pass to number 11, Fernando Flores.
Reception out across the 25 up to about the 27-yard line.
And Nate Toomey's a left-hander, number 14 for Northeastern. He's getting the ball out there real fast and not waiting for that big hit. He's not carrying the ball. He's not trying to make 100 plays. He's seeing somebody open and getting the ball right to him.
It's 4th down and 2. Brings out the punting unit for Northeastern. Sab Semenovic.
Central York has to watch this as well because, you're down 43 points, and you don't want to give them the ball back. You want to keep the ball out their hands. So if you only need 2 yards, you can almost expect maybe a fake.
He gets it off. A low punt. And it did.
And Jamar Simpson picks up.
X inside the 45. The senior running back for Central York. It's going to bring out the Panthers offense with 7:09 to go. It's Central York 43, Northeastern 0.
45-yard line of the Bobcats. Approaching 7 minutes to play till the half.
Oberbola back on the field with this Central York offense. Drops back looking to throw the ball deep downfield. And completed. Pass to number 20. Heinz Parker in the end zone. Touchdown.
And that's another big play. And it looks like that ball can almost have been intercepted, but their quarterback fell, and Parker Hines made a play on the ball and walked into the end zone easily.
A 45-yard touchdown reception.
And that
number 20, Parker Hines.
And right now, Central York is at their point, their average so far for the season, each game around 50 points. Bringing Cole Luckenball into the game to kick another extra point.
Again, a busy night for Cole tonight, too.
His mom and dad is both watching, Wayne Luckenball and Lisa Luckenball. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and watch your boy kick another extra point here.
Snap is down. Kick is blocked. We talked about that, dude. And it was Robert Maldonado with a block, running right up the middle.
And that's a great job from Robert Maldonado. We were talking about that last time when Central went for a kick that nobody even moved off the Northeastern sideline to make a play on the ball. So with a little bit of effort, that's what you can get.
And it brings some cheers and claps here from the Northeastern fan base here that have not had the opportunity for much to cheer about tonight, do.
Hope I didn't jinx Cole Luckenball right there by announcing his mother and father's watching the game, and then he has his first block of the game, so I won't say anything next time.
There you go. We'll give some scores here. DeLone Catholic all over Fairfield, 35-0. Redline, 22. Dover, 6. Littlestown, 20. Biglerville, 0. Spring Grove 14, Dallastown 6 in the second quarter. And Eastern York 7, Susquehannock 0. Kennerdale 21, West York 0 do. And York Catholic all over Hanover 42-0.
Looks like looks like your Suburban's bouncing back after that big loss they had against New Oxford.
New Oxford. And York High, you mentioned it earlier, 37, Southwestern 0 in the second quarter.
And York High is rolling right now. They're also a great start. They have this running back, Jaheim White. He's putting up some major numbers for York High.
When you think of the top players in YIAA, it's Jaheim White, and we're seeing the other one here tonight, Bo Perbola.
Absolutely. And York High always has good running backs and good players, but they break the mold sometimes with their running backs. They had DeJour Stewart. They also had Khalid Dorsey a couple years ago, and, they just keep coming with more backs and more backs.
And he's just a sophomore.
Just a sophomore.
So he's going to be around for a couple more years. And we're back to action here, a running play for Northeastern. Manny Capo with a carry.
Handoff to Capo up the middle for a chunk of yardage. Up to the 27-yard line, it looks like.
And again, looks like Northeastern switching out their quarterbacks. Number 7's back in the game.
And
Dalton Moyer.
At what point, fans may be wondering this at home, but what point does the running clock take effect here?
Well, I believe the running clock is definitely going to be playing effect in the second half.
Second half. Another running play by Manny Capo. Picks up the first down for this Bobcat offense.
36, that'll move the chains for the Bobcats.
We're really kind of winding down the regular season. It was a short season here, with just seven regular season games, no non-conference games for the teams here in YAIAA.
I believe we started out with 5 games on our schedule, and we're probably going to end up doing about 7 or 8. So we had an opportunity to almost have a complete schedule, but it has been very thin from a reduced schedule from all the teams in the YAIAA.
Manny Capo with another carry.
And Manny Capo's getting his yardage the hard way, straight up the gut,
and we're
working for his
high
yards.
atop the press box here tonight. There's some hitting going on down there. Field. Again, your score: Central York 49, Northeastern 0, and they're well on their way to keeping pace with averaging 53 points a game.
And again, their freshman team scored 72 points a couple days ago, so maybe they're looking to tie that mark. I'm not sure. It looks like.
And the quarterback keeper by number 7, Dalton Moyer. And that looks like it picks up close to a first down here for the.
That was a really good play design from Northeastern, because it honestly faked me out. Manny Capo did a great job of acting like he had the ball, because I was watching him, but the quarterback had it. And
quarterback keeper by Dalton
picked up some yardage.
And you're right. It seems as if they're switching their quarterbacks in each series between Dalton Moyer and Nate Toomey.
And maybe the coach is trying to figure out what's working for him. I think Nate Toomey did a great job of getting the ball out and getting some passes. And also Dalton Moyer is doing a great job of, picking up yardage with his feet.
They give to Manny Capo. Not much going there, on that drive series. Bring up a second down for the Bobcats.
The Panthers right there. Bringing down, second down and 10.
And as we said earlier, today's number 9, Jack Smith's birthday, and his grandmother's watching from Yulee, Florida. So we have some Florida people watching tonight.
Floridians,
shout out to Grandma for watching.
Sunshine State, welcome. You can bring some of the warm weather up here now. We could use it tonight. Quarterback keeper, the pitch out. Oh, hard hit there, by number 3, Keenan Stroman.
Stockdale with the pitch at the end, so Stockdale gets it across midfield.
And that play has been very effective for Northeastern so far. And they're actually picking up yardage and having a drive this time before halftime with 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the second quarter.
I believe this has been the best drive for this Bobcat offense all night.
And that was a big-time hit from Keelan Keelan Stroman.
A senior, 5'8" senior for this Central defense. Manny Capo with a positive running Keeping the legs churning there, Manny Capo. Had over 1,700 yards rushing last season. And you can see why, dude. He's their major spark plug for this offense here.
And Northeastern right now seems focused and re-energized.
Ball sits on the 34-yard line of Central. Central has not given up a touchdown all season.
Central has to tighten up right now because Northeastern's doing what they want with the ball and getting them tough yardage and getting those first downs and chipping away.
The option Capo,
Manny Capo.
Short game, get some hard-earned yards there.
And this is the type of game you want to have against Central York anyway. Looks like guys down for Northeastern.
Can't make out who that is right now from our vantage point.
3:08 to play till the half. An official timeout on the field for an injured Bobcat.
Injured Bobcat. Training staff is tending to the injured player. I can't quite. Can you make it out, do who that is right now?
Not currently until he starts moving around a little bit. Can't tell from this point.
While we have a brief break here, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Basil Insurance tonight, our season-long sponsor. Looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs. Contact them at 717-792-6200. Also, S3 Performance Training, and they're on their feet.
Looks like he's back on his feet. We'll get that number. It looks like number 54.
54, Mason Morgan, a senior. 6'2", 235-pounder.
Glad to see him back on his feet.
Also, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and also Angelo's Pizza and Subs. Maybe you're looking for a place to warm up after the game tonight for a post-game meal. Check them out. Not too far here from Bobcat Stadium here
right
in
down the street,
Pennsylvania.
I don't know, a lot of Manchester and Central York and also Northeastern players know about Angelo's, so we really appreciate them being a sponsor this year.
Get your pizza, subs, and wings all at Angelo's. And we're back to action here. And the pitch out to Manny Capo. Looking for some running room, and boy, he's tripped up. He's going to bring up a third down now for this Bobcat offense. With under 3 minutes to go before halftime due.
And that was a nice tackle for number 24, Kyer Fulp. He did a great job, the junior, coming up and making a big play, because Manny Capo, once he gets to that outside, he can make a lot of good things happen for his team.
Ball set up at the 30-yard line here of Central. 3rd down and 6. Bobcats offense on the field. Give to Manny Capo, tripped up.
Left side.
And you wonder if Northeastern would have did this in the first quarter without having all those turnovers and them quick 3 and outs, the score can be very different right now, because with them just chipping away, getting 2-3 yards at a time, they're getting their first downs and keeping the ball out of Central York's hands. And that's what you want to do.
And right now it's 4th down and 1. And
they're going to go for it.
Yeah. At this point, what do you have to lose here?
Absolutely.
If you're the Bobcats. With under 2 minutes to go, the clock ticks, 1:42 and counting here. Oh, and they got it looks like it's going to be a penalty on that defensive line of Central, and that's going to be an automatic 1st down. They got him to jump.
Against the Panthers.
And now Northeastern's definitely in field goal range.
They are definitely in field goal position, but you got to believe they want to punch it in. They want to be that first team this season to score against this Central defense. Can they do it? Fans at home have to stay tuned here as they're home gating this Friday night. How about it, watching Sports Shooting Stars?
Appreciate everybody tuning in from wherever you're at. Thanks for tuning in and checking out the game.
And Manny Capo stacked up there at the line. Not much going there with just over a minute to go.
And that pitch option right now for Northeastern has been very effective. I got them down the field. They went about 40 to 45 yards so far, pretty much basing their offense on that pitch option.
And if you're Northeastern, you have to think about moving your offense here rather quickly. They're under a minute to go here, and the clock continues to tick. Ball set up at the 20-yard line of Central.
And as Todd said, we're around 40 seconds left in the first half. They have about, 2 to 3 plays left?
Potentially, yes. Yeah, they have. There's some timeouts there. Dropping back, looking to go to the end zone, and incomplete.
And that pass was actually
intended receiver.
That pass actually was open if he'd had to pass more, if it wasn't so high. He actually had an open receiver for that.
Clock stops with 33.6 seconds to go here. Second quarter.
Vernon, the intended receiver, just off his fingertips.
The pass there was intended for Cassius Burnham, the junior, 5'11" junior.
And you got to think about that Central York defense. They don't want to give nobody any points, so they're going to really get tight right now and make sure that Northeastern doesn't punch it in with 33 seconds to go in the second quarter.
3rd down and 10 for the Bobcats. A quarterback keeper.
Looks like that was a little bit of miscommunication between the quarterback and also the running back.
It's a 4th down and 10. Clock continues to tick here, under 10 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like Northeastern is going to probably let the clock run out. They're not even going to go
not
for
going to call a timeout, possibly for a field. Well,
it looks like they're going to go for a field goal, I believe.
A timeout. Head Coach John Skapansky here of Northeastern. 3.9 seconds to go.
They let about 12 seconds run off the clock. They had an opportunity to get a quick. They can down it real fast, but let about 12 seconds go off the clock. It's 3.9 to go in the second quarter. They may be going for a field goal, Todd.
Yeah, we're going to see here what happened, how this unfolds here just before halftime. With your score, Central York 49, Northeastern 0. Looking to break the ISO in Northeastern here with potentially a field goal attempt.
And right now, we know it's early, but you also want the fans to chime in and let us know who you think the player of the game is going to be so far. Right now, Central's in full control, so it has to probably come from a Central player. And they are going to go for a field goal.
Alex Avata, the 6'2" senior, number 10 on your Alex Avata.
Possible last play of the half.
It's loud in here, Todd.
It is. The Central players are making some noise. And no good off the left side.
It had enough leg.
It had enough leg. It hit the left goal post and bounces out. And just like that, we're at halftime here at Bobcat Stadium with your score. Central York 49, Northeastern 0.
So we've come to halftime, and coming up next, the Bobcat Marching Band.
And fans at home that are watching, the Bobcat Marching Band will be entertaining you here this Friday night from Manchester, Pennsylvania, and it's been all Central, 49, Northeastern 0.
Big time. Bob, want me to help you? Please take your time. Let me go down there first. One foot at a time. Probably should go in the second.
Fans at home, we're going to give you some scores here from around the league this Friday, October 16th, 2020. DeLone Catholic 35, Fairfield 0. Red Lion 22, Dover 6. Littlestown 27, Biglerville 0. Spring Grove 21-6 over Dallastown 6. Eastern York 7, Susquehannock 0. Kennerdale all over West York 34-0. And York Catholic undefeated. They're spanking Hanover 42-7 right now. York High all over Southwestern, 37-0 in action around the league here as the Northeastern Bobcats marching band will entertain the fans at home this Friday. Do your thoughts on the game first half?
Well, I think that Northeastern did a great job that last drive of bringing the ball down the field. They shot themselves in the foot a few times with those missed snaps and fumbles and things like that. And you can't have those type of miscues against a team like Central York. Central York is doing a great job on the offense and also on the defensive side. And tonight, I'm almost 100% sure one of our player of the game has to be a defensive player.
It could be, and maybe one of the first times, if I remember in recent memory, where we would have a defensive player as player of the game.
And also want to give a shout out to Cliff Kern. Cliff Kern actually was a graduate from Northeastern. So, Cliff Kern, our producer, IT guy, he makes sure everything's going well. He's watching from afar. Anytime you have any hiccups, Cliff does his amazing job making sure we're back online. And, we really appreciate Cliff and what he brings to the table and, all his commitment this year. And the last couple of years, Cliff's been a big deal.
Been a big part. And he's from a undisclosed location tonight, but within reach here at Sports
I'm pretty sure him
Stars.
and Oki, his son, is someplace right now watching the game. But right now we're going to tune in and watch Northeastern do their thing.
We'll take a brief break, and we'll be back here shortly in a few minutes. Enjoy.
The 2020 edition of the NHS Bobcat Marching Band. This year's show features music from a memorable and very pivotal decade in American history, the 1960s. What is often described as a turbulent decade, the 1960s saw great change sweep across America. There were times of great national triumph and pride, and times of great national pain and suffering. The decade is remembered as the time of John F. Kennedy, the space race, the civil rights movement, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and for the ongoing war in Vietnam. The 60s saw the beginning of Generation X, legendary Motown girl groups, the dawn of the American muscle car, the first Super Bowl ever played, and of course, the Beatles invasion. The Bobcat Marching Band will be presenting several tunes from this incredible decade, including the Pete Seeger-penned folk anthem, Turn, Turn, Turn. A smash rock hit made famous by the Zombies, She's Not There. And two tunes from one of the greatest musical groups from any decade ever, the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour, and Lady Madonna. The Bobcat Marching Band's student leadership team includes seniors Ethan Drexler, James Herman, Emily Froman, and Kira Laxall. Juniors Lydia Avernez and Maddie Crawl. Sophomores Riley Bell and Grace Rick. And freshmen Izzy Laxall. Head managers are seniors Ethan Drexler and Nathaniel Mailano. Your 2020 drum major is senior Brayton Kaminsky. Staff for the Bobcat Marching Band includes Director Timothy Howell, Assistant Director Samantha Schreiber, Head Percussion Instructor Elizabeth Strine, Head Pit Instructor Zane Root, Head Color Guard Instructor Dustin Bollinger, and Head Major Instructor and NHS grad Ashley Clemens. Assistant staff includes NHS grad Stephanie Brandon for Color Guard, Hayden Golden for Percussion, Christina Herman for Majorettes, and Summerfield Music Instruction from Anna Sutton. Drum Major Brayton Kaminsky, is your band ready? You may take the field.
tomorrow, which you're right.
Which makes sense.
We have time. It's not like we don't have time to think about this. My question to you is, hypothetically, if both of them are played next Friday, which game are you going to do?
No, man, that's a tough one.
That's the thing, because I know some people are in there, they're hyped up with it. They want to see their team fight. I mean,
Then you got the battle on undefeated still.
I know, and that's the thing, like, you know, in broadcasting, I don't think we have the signal to broadcast multiple games.
Well, we can do. I think we can do one thing without opening the commentary. Have to both on the same and online. So
Okay.
there'll only be one of the games. Will only be cable. Be on cable. I mean online, but it will be on cable.
Yeah. If we're back here next week for that, your time.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm thinking like, I don't want to press the bridge into the crowd and not do any games.
Doesn't he? Rush doesn't.
Look at him, turn up. He's a
Doesn't
little
he?
pissed off.
some of these schools aren't taking the JV game. And that really pisses me. That, you know, I'm using our pass. I went to Central. You know what? I said, because some Dallas town went, well, how do you know? How did you get? I told him, I said, hey, I have an option. I'm not missing my, you know, we've tuned in a couple times at home to watching at 6 o'clock ready for the JV game. It's not on. Oh, yeah, that can pee you off. Oh. That can pee you off. Yeah, I don't. Right there. Yeah, but that can pee over, man. I think they only have 2 more road games. They're at Red Line Monday. And they're right there. Oh, yeah, I see them. I never had a problem using our TV. Everything good, or? Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Anybody down there do?
Here's a couple quick scores around the league. Delone Catholic 35-0 over Fairfield. Redline 30-12 over Dover in the second quarter. Littlestown 27-0 over Biglerville at the half. Spring Grove 21-6 over Dallastown.
We're back here as we are wrapping up halftime here at Bobcat Stadium with your score: Central York 49, Northeastern 0. New Jones is here. Yours truly, Todd Edwards, is here, along with our camera operator Belinda Morales this Friday. Chilly Friday from Northeastern here in Manchester, Pennsylvania, as the Central York Panthers are warming up after halftime. A comfortable lead, well on their way to, of course, this first 4 games, Central York averaging 53 points. They're sitting right now at 49.
Next Saturday afternoon at noon here at Bobcat Stadium. Saturday, October 24th, here at noontime against York High. And then the following week, Friday night, October 30th, they'll travel to Dover to close out the season. It's an away game at Dover. But next Saturday, here at Bobcat Stadium at noon start next Saturday here at Bobcat Stadium against York High.
And there you heard it, fans. Northeastern's going to close out their home schedule a week from tomorrow on Saturday, high noon, as they play host to the York High Bearcats. As the Northeastern Bobcats are making their way back onto the field here. Central with a comfortable lead.
Once again, we'd like to mention tonight's game. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's game between Central and Northeastern. That's being filmed live by the Sports Shooting Stars, and it's sponsored once again locally by Bazille Insurance, S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motorcars of York, and Angelo's Pizzas and Subs. This game is featured on Comcast Cable Channel 18 of York, the White Rose Community TV YouTube's page, Sports Shooting Stars Facebook page, and Dew Jones Facebook page. And just a reminder, the game sponsorships are available. And don't forget to follow Sports Shooting Stars on social media.
There you go, Dew. The stadium here, the public address announcer gave a little shout out to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you this Friday. And there's a potential, tell our viewers, we may do not 1 but 2 games next week too. Do you care to share that with some of the viewers here tonight?
Yeah, that's 2 games that just kind of popped up on our schedule, and that's the Northeastern. I'm sorry, that was the New Oxford versus Gettysburg game next Friday.
Friday night.
We may travel up there. We'll confirm everything in a couple days. Oh, well, actually, it's probably by Monday we'll confirm that. And then also we have Northeastern versus York High on that Saturday, so that'll be a Friday night game and a Saturday morning game. So
noon start here, and I know there's been a lot of interest with the York High Bearcats. They're off and running under Coach Russ Stoner and their phenom running back, sophomore Jaheim White.
Yeah, York High is a senior-led team. They're very deep with seniors. They have a great team this year, and they also, like as you said, they have Jaheim White, their star running back, who's putting up amazing numbers. He just had a 99-yard run, I think, about 2 weeks ago, which is the longest in history,
Well,
or
yeah.
tied, I believe, longest in
Yeah,
history
he
for York
had it
High.
against Red Lion, and an impressive
And that
come from
crazy
behind
comeback
win. Yes.
victory.
That would have definitely been one of the games to broadcast. How about it?
I mean, we would have never expected that game to turn out the way it did. But they're two hard-fought teams that they go at it and disrespect. You never know who can win at the end of the game.
Fans, just follow us on Facebook, that's Sports Shooting Stars, or on Instagram for the latest news and broadcast schedule, as we'll be bringing forth that, and maybe hopefully in our future a district game we could broadcast as well, do.
Yeah, I mean, we expect to broadcast at least one district game this year. Have an opportunity to get them on TV and, get them some maximum exposure. And that's what Sports Shooting Stars, that's what we do. So, hopefully you can get one district game. Hey, maybe at Central York, maybe at York High, maybe at DeLone Catholic versus York Catholic game. Who knows?
That's a big one. You have both teams in Division III, York Catholic and DeLone Catholic, undefeated headed into tonight. And that's going to set up a big matchup between those two schools later in the season.
And just to add in, West York was also a really hot start this year, but right now they've ran into Kennerdale, and Kennerdale has been surprising a lot of teams in Division II. And they had a big win over York Suburban. I don't know their total record, but I don't know if they have any losses up until this point. But right now they're over at West York, laying down some heavy plays and up by 34 points.
And in kickoff to the up man, to number 8, Isaiah Sturgis. Nice field position for this Central York offense. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors tonight: Basil Insurance, S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and Angelo's Pizzas and Subs, right here in Manchester, Pennsylvania. Maybe you want to
all local
visit
sponsors.
Them. All local sponsors.
And if people want to look into these sponsors, just look at our lower third at the bottom of our screen. It says all their information, their contact information. And not only do I know these people, I actually partner up with them and actually have insurance through Basil Insurance. So they're really good at coverage and home, auto, life,
and life insurance, which is very important for families to have. Bo Pervola to give to Isaiah Sturgis,
and that's the way that Northeastern needs to come out in the second half. They need to forget about the score. I mean, it's already out of reach with 49 points. They need to come in the second half as a 0-0 score and just play one play at a time.
One play at a time if you're Northeastern, and of course
you can't change what already happened. You can only change what's going forward. So one play at a time and keep them in the game as far as in the second half, as far as keeping it not outrageous as it is right now.
Bo looking to roll to his right, passing situation, looking to throw downfield, and connects in a big-time hit. Pass completed to Trey Smith, and he took a hard hit on that one, too.
Great job from Trey Smith keeping the ball in his hands even after the hit.
And just like that, this Central York offense moving the ball downfield. And we want to remind our fans, we're in the broadcast booth, not just us, but we're also here with the coaching staffs from Northeastern and Central. The pitch out to Parker Hines, and inside that 15-yard line, and he's carrying a couple defenders down with him, down to about the 10-yard line. Parker Hines, the 6-foot sophomore.
Flare out in that right side, and then get some hard-earned yards after the catch. A host of Bobcat defenders finally drags him down. 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line. So the Panthers able to get a first down before the end zone.
Ball set up on the 11-yard line of Northeastern. A comfortable lead right now. Under 9.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And a running play.
There's a penalty flag on the field.
And another flag thrown out as Parker Hines looks as if he was hit out of bounds. We'll see what the calls are here on both penalty flags. Dude, Parker Hines, number 20, kind of an underrated player here. We've called his name a lot here. I mean, you always hear about Taylor Wright, Rawls, and Judah too. But Parker Hines, a sophomore for Central, is a key contributor as well.
Yeah, Parker Hines is one guy they have a lot of potential, who has a lot of potential, and they have a lot of uprise for Parker Hines. So keep an eye on him. And as you said, we've been calling his name a few times tonight.
Of course, he had a 3-yard touchdown reception along with a 45-yard touchdown reception too in tonight's telecast.
And looks like that penalty was against Central York.
It's going to move him back.
And now the penalty against the Bobcats, which will be 15 the other way, which will end up being a net of 5 for the Panthers when it's all said and done.
So both penalties, one on Northeastern, then there's another one on Central York, which pretty much brings them back to where they started at.
The ball on the 6-yard line, first down and goal for the Central Panthers. Bo looking to roll to Judah Toom, and a hard hit by Caden Hamilton.
That was nice execution from Bo Perbula, but that was a better play from Caden Hamilton, number 1 for Northeastern, the cornerback. And he come up a little.
Looks like
Hamilton came up a little gimpy. But that was a big time hit.
13.
Second down and 13. The ball on the 14-yard line for Central.
Nice pass to Taylor Wright Rawls.
Taylor Wright Rawls, the 6'2" senior.
Looks like it's the Wright Rawls.
And the Central York football team, they're rather energetic on that sideline, too, after that.
Yeah, you never know what's
completion.
going on with the teammates and what little jokes or inside jokes they got going on with each other. But after that catch, they all got excited and start jumping around all crazy.
Ball looks like it's set up at the 1-yard line. First and goal from the 1-yard line here, due. And it's been, if you just tuned in, the score is Central 49, Northeastern 0. It's been all Central tonight. They've been in the driver's seat. And up the middle, given to Jack Smith. That's their middle linebacker.
That's the birthday boy.
Playing a little offense as he punches it in. And maybe that's what a lot of the excitement is generated on the Central York Panthers side.
I think so. I think they may have had a deal. If they got into the 5-yard line, they won't give Jack Smith the ball, the birthday boy. I know it makes Grandma happy watching from Florida.
Right now, Central York up 55-0. Cole Luckenball out for the point after attempt. Flag down on the play. There may have been some movement along the line. It looks like it offsides penalty against Northeastern.
Against the Wildcats. They decline the penalty.
Cole Luckenball ready for his kick. Kick is set down and up and good. And it's 56 Central. Northeastern 0 with 7:39 to go.
I told Mom, Cole Luckenball's mom, that I was going to be quiet that time, so it wasn't no block kick or anything like that. So, you know, he knocked it through. That's probably Cole's 8th kick of the game, I believe. And Central has 56 points. They're up 56-0 with 7 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Hey, let's give some scores to our fans that are watching here. Delone Catholic 42, Fairfield 0, Red Lion 36, Dover 18, Littlestown all over Biglerville 33-0. Spring Grove 21, Dallastown 6. Of course, Dallastown's going to invade Central next Friday for that matchup at Central. Eastern York 14, Susquehannock 0. Kennerdale 34, West York 0. York Catholic all over Hanover 49-14, and York High 37, Southwestern 7. All action taking place this Friday, Week 5 in YIAA. And Northeastern. Rayon Moore with the carry.
Braden Moore finally gets that ball in the kickoff.
56 points due. They're right where they normally average. How about it? Just
Absolutely, absolutely. And that running clock is in effect right now with 7 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. That clock is going to continue to run. So,
yeah, whether the ball's incomplete,
absolutely,
or ran out of bounds, it's
Jimmy and a quarterback for the Bobcats.
Nate Toomey is the quarterback for Northeastern. They give to Manny Capo, looking to break outside. Out past the 30-yard line. Nice carry.
Good job slowing him down for number 11, Taylor Wright Rawls.
And if you're Northeastern right at this point due, I don't believe the clock can run any faster. If you're Northeastern right now, down 56-0 here with 6:40 and counting here at Bobcat Stadium.
And we got to tell the fans, Northeastern had an opportunity to put some points on the board in the second quarter. With 3 seconds to go, they kicked the field goal and hit the upright.
Hit the left upright and bounced out, and just the way the ball has been bouncing for Northeastern tonight.
And he had Nate Toomey back there, number 14 for Northeastern as quarterback.
Caden Hamilton with a carry and stood up by this Central defense.
And you almost got to imagine for Central York going into the fourth quarter, they're probably bringing more of their reserves because they plan on having a long season this year, and they plan on going to the districts and possibly the district championship as well.
Title, yeah, for this Central
and this would be
York
probably even a better opportunity for Central York to go do something in districts with Harrisburg possibly being not even in the district playoff race.
Potentially, yeah, they started late up in Harrisburg, the Cougars, and of course right now Central Dolphins rated number 1 in 6A.
Nate Toomey with the pass.
Picked off by Central.
And that's Victor Pena
again, looking to take it to the house inside the 15, inside the 10. Touchdown, Victor Pena. With the interception, looks like that was about a 40-yard touchdown return for Victor Pena. And you can hear some of the fans here at Northeastern. They're rather disgruntled here with what they're seeing.
Right. It can get rowdy down here at Northeastern. I was here one other time a couple of years ago, and it can get rowdy here and there. And unfortunately, you don't like to hear that type of stat, but there has been 2 pick sixes this game so far. And, like I said again, Central York's defense has been all over Northeastern. And I haven't seen them, this is a backyard rivalry, but I haven't seen them have a score this big in a long time.
Well, it's called a backyard brawl, but there really hasn't been much brawling on behalf of Northeastern tonight. And right now it's Central York 63, Northeastern 0. While we're at it, we have a brief break in the action. Let's give a shout out to our sponsors, shall we? Basil Insurance, looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. You can contact them at 717-792-6200. Also, S3 Performance Training, looking to get in shape this year or stay in shape? Check out S3 Performance Training. They're located at Heritage Hills. A fantastic staff there with John Turpak, Ron Johnson, Michael Cesariano. They're all there. They're dedicated to fitness and getting you in shape in 2020. Also, Prestige Motor Cars of York. Interested in buying a car? Prestige is the place to go. Luxury for less. Contact Jesse Ferber at 717-843-4747. And our new sponsor, Angelo's Pizza and Subs, right here in Manchester, Pennsylvania. You may want to get a snack after the game tonight. Check them out for pizza, subs, wings, right here in Manchester. And we're back to action here. And a nice return.
A couple of seams up the middle, gets it across the 35 up to about the 36, maybe the 37.
Ball be set up at the 37-yard line for Northeastern.
1st and 10 Bobcats.
And again, want to emphasize to the fans that are watching at home, there is a running clock in effect, right?
5 minutes ago in the third quarter. Central York is up 63-0.
And I believe this is the highest point total Central's had all year, Due. When we were at the season opener, they put 55 up against Redline, but tonight 63. It's been all Central.
And they've been pretty much averaging that last year as well. It looks like Central has a little bit more of their reserves in right now, which is a good thing.
And rightly so. They give them some valuable playing time on this stage.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Panthers.
Central York with 4:18 to go here in the third quarter, Due. Want to remind our fans we'll be back next week with another broadcast or two, maybe, schedule permitting. We'll stay tuned to Sports Shooting Stars on Facebook or Instagram for our schedule, hopefully by no later than this next Monday or Tuesday for all the broadcast details. But we'll be back. And then, of course, looking to have a game on Halloween Eve, Friday, October 30th. And that's the start of districts. We keep talking about this. The start of district play is Friday, October 30th. And it could very well be the Central York Ball Club or York High, who's been on a run as well. We really like to see York High play Central just to see who could emerge as the victor between who I feel the two best teams in Division I YIAA do.
Definitely. That'd be a great matchup. Can't wait to see it. We just have to see how things play out, but definitely interested in how things play out.
Yep, there's still a couple more games left. Of course, we mentioned Central's going to return to their home next week to finish out their regular season home schedule as they play host to the Dallastown Wildcats, who are getting beat tonight by the Spring Grove Rockets in Spring Grove at Papermaker Stadium.
And one of the main reasons why we may do that New Oxford versus Gettysburg game has been a lot of
Manny Capo with some running room inside the 45-yard line.
There's been a lot of attention from the Adams County fan base that we just picked up, and they want to see us do more games and do that New Oxford game. And we haven't had an opportunity to do Gettysburg yet, so that'd be a great opportunity.
Well, we haven't been out to Adams County really to do a game, and that would be our first excursion into the Adams County.
Had to take a little field trip to make our way up there.
And Northeastern right now on the move inside the 50-yard line in Central territory.
And Central has been doing a great job, even their secondary. I mean, their second team, as far as keeping Manny Capo contained, because he's a guy that can get out there and get yardage from any point on the field.
And a lot of pride, I think, for this Central defense, whether they're the starters or second string, to continue a shutout here. They haven't given up one touchdown yet all season. It was a field goal at Southwestern. The only point scored on this defense of Central. And a timeout. Central York. Maybe they didn't see something they liked there in the offensive play call for Northeastern. With 3:01 to go, it's Central York 63, Northeastern 0.
Yeah, no matter the score, Central York wants to keep that shutout going on. They don't want them to score any points, so that's probably one of the main reasons why they call it defensive timeout.
Ball on the 42-yard line of Central. And a rather quiet crowd here at Northeastern outside of occasionally some of the fans yelling and the cheerleaders. But it's been
an onslaught
to cheer about it if you're a Northeastern fan tonight.
It's been pretty much an onslaught since the first quarter, to be honest with you. I think Northeastern did a great job in the second quarter slowing Central down a bit, but they couldn't capitalize and make any points on the board. Now they're driving with the ball.
And they give to Manny Capo. Inside the 30-yard line. Nice run by Manny Capo. And getting some nice rushing yards here tonight, Manny Capo.
First and 10 Bobcats.
We're under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The give to Manny Capo, and this time Central
There's nothing
snuffed
there.
that one out.
So Capel attended by Schultz immediately at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That brings us second down.
It's 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yep, we are here at Bobcat Stadium, Manchester, Pennsylvania, this Friday night on a chilly night for football here. But it's been all Central tonight, with a lot of their reserves in on defense due here. The ball set up at the 28-yard line of Central. Look, a passing play, looking to throw the ball downfield.
And
incomplete.
Northeastern wanted a
Pass
interference call, but they didn't get any.
Burnham, intended receiver, gets tangled up with the coverage. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete.
And Caden Hamilton, number 1 for Northeastern, is coming off the field for this play.
See what Northeastern has drawn up here on this 3rd down and 10. Under a minute here in the third quarter. The give to Manny Capo, and he's tripped up. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Before he could get anything moving on that play, so that brings up 4th down and 10.
A 4th and 10.
And you would think this is what, 4 down territory? With the ball at the 27-yard line.
Yeah,
looks like they're keeping
They're going to keep the offense out on the field. They're looking to punch it in.
Well, 10 yards, you got to think that Nate Toomey's probably going to go for a pass. Number 14 for Northeastern is going to drop back their quarterback and look for maybe Caden Hamilton, who just checked in the game, number 1.
Yeah, keep an eye out for number 1, Caden Hamilton, or number 2, Manny Capo for Northeastern here on this 4th down play. They're content to run the clock out and end the third quarter. With your score, Central York 63, Northeastern 0.
Come to the end of the third quarter. The score, Panther 63, Bobcat 0. Now, as predicted,
Give a shout out to Cade Burnett. I don't know that I saw him here tonight. You know, he's been with us the first couple games of the season.
Cade's here. I seen Cade earlier. He gets here early. He starts his his video recording and things that he does early.
Working. Cade Films, if you haven't checked him out, want to give a shout out to Cade Burnett. Does fabulous work and has put together some great video montages, and I'm sure tonight will be no exception.
Absolutely. Cade Burnett, that's his name on Facebook, and also Cade Visuals on Instagram. So go ahead and check him out. Cade does a great job of highlighting these student athletes and giving them something to look forward to. I mean, every team he's done so far, I mean, the players have just been so excited after the game to have a highlight. I mean, they look amazing.
Oh, I think even if you're a marginal fan and you watch it, you're kind of ready to maybe get up off your feet and get out there and play. I mean, there's just some great video work. And we're back to action here to start the fourth quarter. Over through his intended receiver, Nate Toomey. Incomplete pass thrown by Nate. And the ball will flip back to Central here. Will we see number 6 Trenton Dunnick, the backup quarterback for Central yet?
I believe so. They have a lot of high expectations for Trent, and Trent will probably be in there handing the ball off. Maybe to Amir Manigault, who can light it up, like I said, on anywhere on the field.
And we are going to see Trenton Dunnick. He's a 6'2" junior, listed at 220 pounds for Central. He's going to probably finish the final quarter as a running clock is in effect. And tonight it's been all Central.
And that's Jamar Simpson with the ball.
Nice run by Jamar. And right now, I think if you're Central, you're content on just running the clock and running the ball here.
Just keep getting your first downs and keep going down the field. See what you can get from the defense.
It'll be a short but happy bus ride back here for the Central York Panthers as they make their way back to the school after tonight's performance.
And Jamar Simpson probably get the ball again.
Jamar Simpson, 5'8" senior, Malone setback trips formation for Central. And they give to Jamar Simpson looking to break out, and a flag called down out 40. Close to the 45-yard line, but there is a flag down, maybe a holding penalty on this play. We'll see what the verdict is.
Simpson, the ball carrier.
Oh, it looks like a face mask.
Flag.
Face mask call against the Bobcats.
That's a 15-yard penalty. It is a personal foul. 15 yards at the end of the play here. And I guess a question could be thrown out to you, dude, tonight. I mean, at 63, can this Central team get to 70 tonight? Is that possible? Well, I believe anything's possible with this Central Ball Club. As we said earlier, their freshman team this year scored 72 points last week, a couple days ago.
Maybe they want to keep up with that pace here tonight. But Trenton Dunnick with a keeper, looking to break outside and got some positive yardage there. The backup quarterback here for Central.
Moving out of bounds on the right side.
We also want to tell the fans that's tuning in, hey, give us your opinion, who you think the player of the game should be. There's a lot to give out this week. We're giving away a shirt, a mask, and also Angelo's Pizzas and Subs. They're giving away a family pack, a large pizza, 24 wings, and also a 2-liter. So, I mean, that's enough for the whole family.
No doubt. Trenton back in shotgun formation. Another running play by giving to Jamar Simpson, and looks like that may have been a first down pickup there for Central.
A lot of fans believe that Vic Pena, the cornerback who has two interceptions this game and a touchdown, he should be the player of the game. So we'll see about that.
Trenton Dunnick, you see him in action here. He's probably a quarterback that could probably start for a lot of schools in the area in YAAA, and Central just loaded with talent. And it's been on display all season here, their football team. Jamar Simpson giving the ball inside the 20-yard line and down, just power running. We're under 9 minutes to go here in the fourth and final quarter here. And if you're a Bobcat fan, I don't believe this can end quick enough for you this Friday night as you're home gating, watching the broadcast here, Sports Shooting Stars. A new set of downs here for Central. First down and 10, the ball at the 18-yard line of Central. A lot of reserve players are in there, and it just doesn't seem like there's much of a drop-off due with this Central York team. Trenton throws the ball complete to number 19, Victor Pena, and he's looking to run it in, and he does. We're talking about a player of the game, Victor Pena.
Put up some big numbers.
With an 18-yard touchdown reception.
Defense to offense as he finds the end zone once again.
I mean, earlier he had the 40-yard touchdown interception, pick six, and now that reception due. It's just been all Central. And I mentioned, can they get to 70? With a point pending here, it would take Central to 70-0 over Northeastern. Cole Luckenball getting a lot of work tonight. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. And with that, it's Central York 70. Northeastern 0 with 7:52 to go. The highest output by Central all season has been on display tonight here at Bobcat Country. And again, we mentioned this is called the backyard brawl. There has not been much brawling on the part of Northeastern tonight.
It's been pretty one-sided so far in this game.
About it. I mean, if this was like a heavyweight fight, it would be a first round knockout, similar to like what Mike Tyson used to do a lot back in the day. Remember, do?
It didn't take Mike Tyson long for him to get a victory, and that's exactly what's going on right now. Central comes in, and their reputation pretty much precedes who they really are, because they come in here on defense and offense and put up some big numbers.
And looking ahead, of course, to the schedule, we know this Northeastern Ball Club will play a Saturday game a week from tomorrow as they'll finish out their home regular schedule with York High. And it could get ugly again next week as York High invades, led by the sophomore phenom, Jaheim White. Ball kicked to the up man.
Suarez gets it across the 30 and is appended there at the 31-yard line.
And then, of course, Dallastown Wildcats will travel to Central York next Friday night.
And yeah, just to let the fans know, we hate to single out certain players and give them more credit than other players, but, we have shirts we want to give away. So, if we could, we give a defensive shirt, a player of the game shirt to both offense and defense. But, these guys play a very good game. Every game we try to highlight one or two guys, but, we know it's a team effort. But, I strongly believe tonight that, Victor Pena has played an awesome game on both sides of the ball. And even Jack Smith with his touchdown.
Yes,
and today being his birthday as well, he played a stout game. And not only has Jack played stout throughout the year, in this game, but it's been this way the whole year.
Yeah, really the leader of that defense, Jack Smith.
You can hear him calling plays out, defensive plays out from up here up top, so he's definitely a leader and vocal leader. Also, Seth Griffins. He's also one of those guys who was Defensive Player of the Week last week. He can get all over the ball, and there's no drop-off when it comes to Central York right now.
No, not at all. They're very deep, very talented, and going to be a very tough team to beat, whether it's in YAIAA or into the districts.
With 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, Central's in cruise control with 70-0 over Northeastern, which was predicted to be our backyard brawl. But as you said before, not so much of a brawl, but the last 2 years Central has been rolling in the Division I. They haven't had any losses in almost 2 years, so just expect to see more of that. Even on the basketball team is expected for Central York to do very well, good, as they won county championship last year.
Quarterback keeper. Looks like number 99.
Opted out to that right side. Nothing there as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage.
And quarterback, freshman quarterback in there for Northeastern, Connor Reeser, 5'10", 135-pound freshman too.
That's 3 quarterbacks so far that we've seen for Northeastern. They've been pretty much swapping them in and out almost all game.
Second down and 9 for this Northeastern Ball Club. Again, Central York 70, Northeastern 0. And this Central defense is just swarming to the ball here. Their reserves are in. And again, you mentioned it just a few moments ago, dude. No drop-off by this Central York Ball Club.
In the backfield as a host of Panthers met them there, whatever they were trying to do.
And that's a good idea for a Northeastern coach to take Manny Capo out. The game's out of reach big time. Give him time to rest. And, you don't want to injure him during his senior year, especially in a game that's, out of reach.
Really, and that's what this game is right now with under 4.5 minutes to go. This has been all Central York tonight. Connor looking to throw the ball downfield and completes the pass. Looks like it'll be short of the first down. Bring up a 4th down for this Bobcat offense.
It brings up a manageable 4th down here with the ball at the 48-yard line. 4th down.
I want to thank all the fans for tuning in tonight. Like I said, it's been another successful night as far as filming. No hiccups, no big-time hiccups or anything like that. But we're doing a great job of getting this broadcast out. This game is also on cable TV, Comcast.
Channel 18, Comcast York. We thank you for tuning in as well as you're maybe sitting home in the comfort of your heated home with your bottled water and popcorn. We thank you for staying with us in tonight's game.
Absolutely.
Going a hard hit.
And that was number 13, Ramir Barazzi.
And he looks like he's hobbling there up.
5'11",
Barzzi, sophomore.
That goes
slow to get up.
on downs to the
Really
play.
nimble on his feet, but didn't have an opportunity to get downfield with
The
it.
play in the game.
Yeah, he is a little hobbled. As you can see, he's being carried off the field pretty much from his teammates.
And the training staff is going to come out to tend to injured player. You mentioned Ramir Barzi, a 5'11" sophomore for Northeastern.
Yeah, if anybody can give us some updates of some scores around the league, we'll announce it online, on air live. Some of the scores around the league. We know York High was up big time. We know Kennerdale was up big time over West York.
Yeah, I'll try to get some information on that.
Looks like there's been a couple blowouts this week. Like I said, as the season progresses, you start to see who's really making that room and that real big push as far as being dominant.
Give out a shout out here to our sponsors: Basil Insurance, S3 Performance Training, Prestige Motor Cars of York, and Angelo's Pizza and Subs, all sponsors in tonight's telecast.
Also want to tell the fans, you look at our lower third below, you can see their contact information, you can see their logo, and like I said, we communicate with these people all the time. We work with them, and
they're local sponsors. Hey, we have some scores as well. DeLone Catholic all over Fairfield, 55-6. Red Lion, 44. Dover, 18. Littlestown, 40. Biglerville, 7. Spring Grove all over Dallastown, 34-12. Eastern York, 14. Susquehannock, 0. Kennerdale, 40. West York, 6 in the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, York Catholic, 55. Hanover, 21. And in the fourth quarter, York High, 51. Southwestern, 7.
wow. It's good to see number 13, Raheem.
Beersman back up on his feet and made his way to the sidelines.
Ramir Barzi, back on his feet, number 13 for Northeastern.
Looks like a new quarterback is in for Central.
That play doesn't go anywhere.
This is Nazir Still, a sophomore quarterback.
Oh,
And-
that's okay.
Yes, the third-string quarterback.
So Nasir Still.
Yeah, Nasir Still, he's doing very well with the freshman and JV team. Puts up a lot of points. He can run with the ball. He can also throw it. It's good to see him out there getting a couple reps on the varsity position.
5'10", 145-pound sophomore. We're seeing Central's third quarterback tonight, and a bobbled snap, and he's just going to fall on that dude right now.
His parents are educators in York County. They're principals. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Both his parents are principals, educators in York County. His little brother plays as well. They're a family a family of athletes. Sorry.
We have a feeling we may see and read more about Nazir in the future for this Central York Ball Club.
The Panthers move backwards here a little bit as the clock continues to wind. 3rd and 18.
And now we're under 2 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Let's see if Central can do anything with the ball in his last 2 minutes.
Nazir, he's going to keep the ball, breaks to the outside, inside the 50, down to the 45. And a lot of razzle-dazzle there, and what a play on that first down and more for Central York.
Good play for number 14, Nasir Still.
Scrambles around the left side, gets some good yardage into Bobcat territory. That moves the chains, gets it down to the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Again, Central York 70, Northeastern 0, with under a minute and a half to go here in the fourth quarter from Manchester, Pennsylvania. You got to think maybe there's time for one more or two more plays, and this game will be over here at Bobcat Stadium. Nazir Smith with a quarterback keeper again inside the 30 down to near the 25-yard line.
You got to think at this point it's pretty much JV versus JV right now on the varsity level from both ball clubs.
And both teams and their players are getting some valuable playing time here under the lights here.
About 30 seconds to go in this game. It's maybe the last play of the game. It may even be a down. He may just kneel it.
It looks as if Central is in no hurry to get another playoff due, and rightly so right now. This game was over, would you say, by the first quarter? And this is it as the final seconds tick down here at Bobcat Stadium. And Central
fans,
York 70, Northeastern 0. Go ahead.
Fans, go ahead and tune in and let us know who you think the player of the game should be. I believe it should be Victor Pena as well. He had a great game, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Played great on the cornerback position, and also Jack Smith. Jack Smith is another guy that had a really good game. He's been an anchor for the defense the whole season, and he had a touchdown.
And let's not forget Parker Hines. We're calling his name more and more here. He's a 6-foot sophomore, 185-pound wide receiver. Had a 3-yard touchdown reception along with a 45-yard touchdown reception. So a lot of players to pick from here from this Central York ball club.
Remember, next.
But another impressive win by Central York, too.
Another quick update. Bishop McDevitt, 28. Cumberland Valley, 0 out of the Harrisburg lead. And Bishop McDevitt has a lot of
powerhouses, typically.
But Bishop McDevitt has a lot of freshmen and sophomores up there playing right now. So, they're very talented.
So the next game here for Northeastern will be a Saturday high noon start, as they'll play host to their final regular season home game as York High will invade Bobcat country here.
And we also have, we're doing the game on Friday, which is pretty much confirmed next Friday, which would be 10:23. New Oxford versus Gettysburg in Adams County, and that's pretty much the battle of the unbeaten. So that should be a really good game.
Be a great one. We'll make our way out to Adams County next Friday. And fans, we thank you, and we hope you stayed tuned for the whole broadcast tonight. We hope you're still with us tonight as we're wrapping up our broadcast tonight with Sports Shooting Stars. It's been Dew Jones, Todd Edwards, our camera operator, Belinda Morales, as both teams go through their post-game
And we're high above the press box tonight, so we are going to try to get a hold of Victor Pena and also Jack Smith to talk to them.
Yeah, it may be hard to get down from our vantage.
Yeah, we're up top here, but they'll definitely get some pictures from them guys, and we'll talk as much as we can. And they are our player of the game. Victor Pena with 2 touchdowns and the great defensive specialist this game, and also on the offensive side, he had a running touchdown as well.
Yeah,
for the senior, and also Jack Smith, who's today's his birthday, and he has.
Happy birthday to Jack Smith, who turns 18 today.
Big time.
And he had a touchdown run. Yeah, uncharacteristic because we're always used to calling him on the defensive side, kind of like the quarterback of the defense is the middle linebacker. But had the opportunity to punch it in tonight, and he took full advantage of it.
I guess we're going to try to mosey on down there, Todd, and see if we can get Victor Pena and some of the guys to come over for our quick post-game interview.
Sounds good. Oh, yeah.
You got super clear and just show it close, right? Now, like standing next to them, like face the camera a little bit more. Yeah.
I muted this. Do you want us down? This side?
Yeah, we can just go down there.
You got the mask one? Shirt and the gift certificate and the mask or the other person?
Yeah. Nah, I'm just going to do 2. I'm going to get on the ladder. I think it's down.
Alrighty, let me hand you the mic when you go down.
down to play.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So it's always a mad dash to kind of run to these guys. I know they're excited.
My partner's trying to get the players here. So the players are camera operators. Battle, and then we're going to be back here on this field potentially next week, a week from tomorrow, a Saturday game, as York High is going to make their way here to play this Northeastern Ball Club. And
We're live on TV.
Game from Victor Pena today. A lot of people online, we was asking who's going to be player of the game. A lot of people saying your name and stuff like that. So what made you so fired up this game, and what was the game plan coming in tonight?
No matter who the team was, we just came to explode. No matter who the opponent is, we just came to play our game, and I just appreciate the team, and I just did my role.
on the pick six, what was going through your mind on the pick six?
Getting the end zone, right?
I missed the first pick, so I should have had a pick the first year, but I dropped it. So my second one, I came, and I was just fired up because I didn't score the first time. So I could have had three, but I messed up.
Hey, an impressive night. And where do you guys go from here? I mean, you're averaging
3 points today.
70. That's just going to add to this. Next week, Dallas has your thoughts.
See, we're just going to keep playing our game, and no matter who the opponent is, we'll keep playing and just keep trying to take the team where we want to go.
And ultimately, where is that?
Where do you want to go?
All the way. There's no game.
District championship, right? So just let me ask you, what's the biggest change between last year's coach and this year's coach? I mean, I know you guys had the same goals, but what do you say the biggest change is from last year to this year?
They're two really good coaches. I like them both. But they're two great offensive minds, and he's more at an air raid. He likes to pass a lot, and we got the athletes to do it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, they're both good coaches.
Well, a lot of the fans online, man, they picked you and Jack to be players of the game, and we want to give away Angelo's Pizza and Subs.
I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Are you familiar with Angelo's? Real good food, right? Yeah. So here it is right here, man. It's a large pizza, 24 wings, 2-liter. You go in there. You know, everything's free, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and also we want to give you one of our masks, man, our player of the game mask, man, Sports Shooting Store. So if you can, man, if you can just put it on real quick, we're going to take a picture. You know, you got my man Cade there. He's going to hook you up with the edits, man.
There as well, we mentioned him with Cade Films. Player of the game tonight, an impressive performance by Victor Pena on pick six. And,
Big time, man. Congratulations, bro. Hey, whenever Jack's done, we'll talk to him for a few seconds. You got any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody that's watching, man? Your family, anybody?
Shout out to my whole family and all my teammates. They helped me throughout this win. It wasn't only me.
No doubt. Appreciate it, man.
continued success. Victor Pena, one of the players of the game. We're hoping to get Jack Smith, their linebacker, and of course punched it in on a run.
Yeah, Jack Smith, like I say, he's been interviewed right now for from another media outlet. But like I said, Jack Smith been doing a really good job this whole season so far. Even last season. I mean, today's his birthday, so he's still rolling. I know he's juiced up and excited.
It is, and we're excited because this broadcast, go on. I mean, next week it looks like we're going to be making our way to Adams County for a big showdown between Gettysburg and New Oxford, and then potentially right back here a week from tomorrow as the Northeastern Bobcats will play host to the York High Bearcats in a battle of cats.
Well, we know we got two more games for sure. We may have that district championship game as well. So, district playoff game. So that's going to be very interesting.
Want to let our viewers know they'll be starting on Friday, October 30th. Jack Smith is here.
Parents are watching. Even grandma from down in Florida is watching, man.
Watching, and Jack, you're known kind of as the quarterback of the defense, middle linebacker. But tonight you punched it in, running the ball. Tell the
big
fans
time
a little bit about that.
I mean, that was awesome. I've been dreaming about that for so long now. I mean, every day. I mean, every year for my birthday, we paint like a football field in my backyard and play. But this year, I actually got to play on my birthday. So.
Yeah, well, today's your birthday. We'll let the viewers know. You turned 18 today, and I guess a big way to celebrate tonight with a big win.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. We knew we were ready for this game. I mean, we didn't expect the score to be as much of a blowout as it was because they're a pretty good team, but I mean, it was awesome.
You have been like the defensive anchor of this team almost all season long, man. So what is the long-term goals that you guys have for this year? Because you're a senior, so I know you put everything out on the field and you want to take your guys as far as you can go. So what are your goals for the end of this year?
Undefeated state champions. I mean, our goal for the county was no points in the county, so we've just been working hard every week to maintain that. But, yeah, I mean, from the beginning of the season, it's been a state championship.
No doubt, no doubt.
And you're well on your way, coming in tonight, averaging 53 points a game, and tonight 70. That's going to bump it up. And by the way, we'll let our viewers know, National Honor Society student here.
Absolutely. Jack's been a smart guy for a long time.
Want to emphasize that as well to the fans.
And we also, like I said, you're going to have a great highlight from Cade. You know, Cade hooks up the highlight, man. But we also want to give you a player of the game shirt, man. You did a great job tonight.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Only the best of the best get those shirts, man. If you can show it to people that's watching tonight. I know your mom and dad's still watching. I know grandma's watching.
Talk about Division I athletes offered a scholarship or an opportunity at
Sacred Heart.
Correct? Yeah, an opportunity to play at Sacred Heart this offseason. So.
There you go, yeah.
Hey, and also, Jack, if you can look at the back of that shirt, do you know that guy in the back? You might know that guy. He might be familiar.
Yeah,
That's Basil. Yeah, his family. So.
Insurance sponsorship, and this is one of our other players of the games tonight, Jack Smith. A stellar performance, not just defensively,
and
but
also
offensively. Had a chance to punch it in for a touchdown.
And also, Mass, hey, we're going to let you get back with your teammates, man. You want to say hi to mom and dad? Anybody give any shout-outs? Today's birthday.
Mom and dad and grandma and who's ever watching. Thanks for watching all the games. I wish you could be here, but I'm sorry you can't be. But thank you for watching.
No doubt, man. Hey, good job. Congratulations, man. See you soon, man. Have a good night.
Jack, all the best. Take care.
All right, see you later, man.
Here with Sports Shooting Stars and a massive performance and minutes of our telecast.
Everybody's starting to depart, and we're always the last ones to depart. But we want to thank all the fans for tuning in tonight. It's been a really good year despite the pandemic, despite COVID-19 putting a damper on a lot of things. We still try to bring the game to you, so we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Expect to see us next week with that New Oxford versus Gettysburg, and then the very next day we'll be back here, York High versus Northeastern.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, everyone who tuned in and stayed with us tonight through the whole telecast. Central, a big win again, 70-0 over Northeastern. Our camera operator, Belinda Morales, thank you.
Thank you.
Burnett is here as well.
Going to hook up the edits. And also want to give a shout-out to Brian Stevens, the athletic director at Northeastern here. They've always been very accommodating on the basketball side, on the football side. We really appreciate that. All the sponsors, Basil Insurance. Angelo's Pizza.
S3 Performance with John Turpak.
Yep, and Prestige
Motor Cars, by the way. Luxury cars for under $10,000.
And as we always say, these sponsors, you can see their logo and their information right at below our screen. And like I said, I have insurance with Basil Insurance. They're great. I go eat at Angelo's, and I know Jesse over at Prestige Motor Cars of York. So
market for a car, you know where to go. Right?
And that's 3 Performance. My son Karan Brown, he trains over there as well, and they're located over the Heritage Hills. So these are people that actually put a lot of effort into our program, and we like to acknowledge them as well. So for everybody tuning in tonight, thanks again. We'll see you guys next week, and check us out online, Sports Shooting Stars on Instagram, Facebook, and a little bit of Twitter, but we're all over the place, especially on YouTube. So
Social media, no doubt.
Todd.
Thanks. For Todd Edwards.
Hey, do jump.